Live from KSAT 12, the 6 o'clock news starts right now.
Oh, a rainy day needed in such a big way. It's what so many business owners on Canyon Lake had been hoping for. Water levels there have been at record lows.
And really for everybody. Everybody was excited about the rain, but yes, Canyon Lake desperate for a drink. Our Jonathan Cotto spoke with some of those owners about their wait for wet weather and to get an update on conditions at the lake.
Thank God for the heavy rain.
Scott DeGrassi has lived at Canyon Lake for years.
So I moved out here in 2012 when we were 12 feet low. And we did have a couple of 500-year rains that winter. And it filled up in one season.
The business owner hoping for more rain in the forecast.
Obviously, an inch or two is not going to reflect that much. But we do need some heavy rainfall for a period of time.
A prolonged drought causing water levels at the lake to reach a historic low.
2009, we were about 14 feet low, so we have now surpassed that at 18 feet.
Once a boat is on the water, leaving the shoreline can be tricky.
So as the waters recede a little bit, every time I put in the boat, I do see a few extra tree stumps that I hadn't seen before. I see a sandbar that I haven't seen before.
The drought even exposing remnants of a city submerged.
Some people have reported already seeing some tombstones.
We're here at Party Cove at Canyon Lake, an area that really shows us how much the water level has dropped. If we take a look over here, you can see where the original water line used to be, and that's that darker area on the stone. That's about an 18-foot drop. But even then, there's about 30 to 40 feet of depth below us.
The silver lining in all of this is it has revealed some of our beautiful landmarks.
Landmarks like these underwater caves now exposed. And while there is plenty of beauty to be found, DeGrassi says the rain is more than welcomed.
Typically for this lake to fill up, we kind of need the rain on the north side of the lake, an hour, 2 hours up, and so hopefully we got some rain there as well.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Look outside with live cam. You said it best, John Paul. Everybody wanted to see that rain, and it was a good soaking, Adam. Some areas really racked up some good measurements.
Yeah, it was a good soaking. I want to focus on Canyon Lake here with Authority Radar and the radar estimates. About 1.2 to 1.3 inches in and around and over Canyon Lake. But like it was said in the story there, we need more, of course. We could use more, but this still was a very good soaking and nice to see in not just Canyon Lake, but elsewhere. Check this out. You see the yellows on the map? That indicates radar estimates of 2 inches or more. Northern Gillespie County included, along with Guadalupe County, right along I-10 and just south of I-10. New Berlin to Duggar, around Seguin, especially the south side of Seguin, 2.9. Near New Berlin, radar estimates of 2.4. Nice to see these kinds of numbers. Not everybody saw that kind of rain. Most of the rain here in San Antonio is especially in and around 410 and then the east side and north side. That's where we saw most of the rainfall. Actually, really quickly, we can plot some numbers around Leon Springs, 1.7. We'll get 1604, 281, 1.3 inches, and around Bulverde, 0.9. Not quite as fortunate on parts of the south side, but still better than what we've seen lately, 0.4 of an inch near Palo Alto College. Now the rain is all south of here. It's out of our area. Our sky is gradually clearing. Here's a good looking rain gauge. Alamo Ranch, Valley Ranch neighborhood. We like to see that 1.5 inches. And then Leon Springs this morning, that's about 2.5 inches there. We're going to talk about when the drier, less humid air arrives and it finally gives us a taste of fall with cooler temperatures as well.
Yeah, we've been waiting on that. Thanks, Adam. Some new video shows migrants rushing toward the U.S.-Mexico border, celebrating and chanting. This video was shot in El Paso.
And you can hear some of the migrants chanting, "Estamos unidos, we are united, and we are not doing anything to you." Now take a listen.
Meantime, the Biden administration has waived more than 24 laws.
And
it's also construction on the border wall in South Texas can actually continue.
Yeah, and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said in the filing that DHS has concluded bypassing the law was necessary.
Mayorkas referred to the area in the Rio Grande Valley as, quote, high illegal entry. The increase in migrants coming into the U.S. has strained federal, state, and local resources. But despite paving the way to build that wall, President Biden says he doesn't think it's effective.
Border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't, they wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
Federal data shows Border Patrol reported nearly 300,000 encounters in the Rio Grande Valley sector between last October and August.
Meantime, are the buoys that make it harder for migrants to cross the Rio Grande legal? That's the question before a federal appeals court right now. It's unclear when it will issue a final ruling on this case after oral arguments happen today. For now, it's allowing the state of Texas to keep the buoys there with an injunction. The Department of Justice believes the floating barrier illegally blocks navigable waters. Texas argues that stretch of the Rio Grande isn't able to be navigated.
And we have an update tonight on a dog attack that happened last month where the owner allegedly let his dog out to attack a man. A judge has ordered the dog involved in that attack to be euthanized. Marcus Davila is accused of letting his dog bite a man on the neck after the two got into an argument at the intersection of North Colorado and West Martin. He's being charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and dangerous dog attack with serious bodily injury. Both are felonies.
A man accused of neglecting his 74-year-old mother before she died is now facing new charges. Bexar County jail records show that Juan Huerta is charged with Medicaid fraud between $30,000 and $60,000. This comes just 2 years after his mother, Maria, was found dead in their home. Huerta is accused of lying about his work hours as his mother's personal care attendant. Huerta was initially arrested for injury to the elderly with bodily injury omission.
Okay, he admitted to online solicitation of a minor. Then he decided to run for a city council. But after KSAT started asking questions, a Sandy Oaks man this week withdrew from the race. Stephen Groover had applied to run for a council seat in his South Bexar County town at the last minute this summer. But he's also still on probation for a felony charge out of Tarrant County. Groover was accused of engaging or exchanging messages and sexually explicit texts with who he thought was a 15-year-old girl, but was actually an undercover investigator in a sting. Though Groover pled guilty in the case, he got deferred adjudication, which means he can avoid a conviction on his record if he successfully completes his probation. KSAT reporter Garrett Berger tried multiple times to contact Groover for comment this week by phone, text, email, and even a visit to his home. We've learned that Groover withdrew from the race on Wednesday, the day after we first tried to contact him.
A deal was reached, but it won't last very long. A deal to fund the government expires November 17th, and House Republicans are in recess until next week. It comes after Kevin McCarthy was voted out as Speaker of the House. Right now, Representatives Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise are the frontrunners to replace McCarthy. Today, Senate Republicans sent a letter to Chuck Schumer telling him funding bills should be the only focus and that they'll actively block the Senate from considering anything else until House Republicans pick a new speaker.
Well, I think the obvious answer is we need to get a speaker, and hopefully we'll get one by next week.
Republicans in the Senate have urged their colleagues in the House to pick a speaker quickly, but to also get rid of the rule that allows just one member to start the process to remove a speaker.
All right, we haven't even got through Halloween yet, but there's already Fiesta news. The Battle of Flowers Association announcing the next Grand Marshal for next year's parade. Eric Cooper, the president and CEO of the San Antonio Food Bank, was named the Grand Marshal for the parade. We also got a look at next year's Battle of Flowers Fiesta medal. It features the mountain laurel wildflower. The theme will be Viva Amor 2024. It'll celebrate cultural diversity and merriment. The parade will be held on Friday, April 26, 2024.
Let's take a look outside at traffic right now. This is 410 at Blanco. You can see all the lanes, really even the access roads, moving smoothly at this hour. That, of course, was not the case about 12 hours ago when there was lots of rain on the road, a big mess this morning. Happy to see it and happy to see this, that things are back to normal out there.
Looking ahead on KSAT 12, starting Monday, Good Morning San Antonio will air from 5 to 7 a.m. on weekday mornings. We'll continue to share stories that matter to you and your family at a time that works for you. So be sure to tune in bright and early for all your breaking overnight news, traffic, and weather authority forecasts on GMSA weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. You can watch it live on KSAT 12 or wherever you stream your news.
It evolved because they wanted to make an incubator for people that wanted to open up small businesses.
Coming up in our next half hour, it is one of the most visited spots in the Alamo City, but not a lot of people know the history behind Market Square. Still to come, hear from shop owners about the past, present, and future of this San Antonio signature.
And up next, it's a sight to behold, but you're going to need the right equipment to see it. After the break, we're going to show you the glasses you'll need and how to get them.
She don't care about the business. We fire her.
The owner of an Asian buffet taking swift action after his business failed a recent health inspection. The other improvements he's making behind their kitchen door. All right, 9 days until the Ring of Fire eclipse. You might have heard you'll need some special glasses to see it safely. And if you're looking to buy a pair, a retired San Antonio teacher has you covered.
Our Camila Juarez tells you how his solar eclipse glasses business will give you the option on how you can help out different people in our community.
We are ready to go. We are ready to meet the demands.
Frank Badrak says the American Solar Eclipse Company has plenty of glasses in stock. He got the idea to start the business during the 2017 eclipse when he saw lots of fraudulent glasses being sold.
I researched a great deal on where to have our glasses made, and American Paper Optics, they've been doing this for over 30 years.
To make sure that your solar eclipse glasses are legitimate, make sure that you check the inside for this ISO certification, or you can go online to the American Astronomical Society's website. There they have a list of certified solar eclipse glasses.
Since there will be 2 eclipses in Texas, the annular eclipse next Saturday around 11:30 and the total eclipse in April, Badrak says it was an opportunity to make money, but also give back.
This crazy idea got some legs, and now it's running. So we're just happy that we can give back to the community.
Nearly 20% of the sales will go to the San Antonio Food Bank or a local high school band. That option will be up to the purchaser.
You're feeding almost 20 people every time somebody buys a pair of solar eclipse glasses.
Badrak was a former band director and director of fine arts in the Cibolo Shirts area for many years. That's why a portion of the profits that go to the high school band in our area will help with new equipment, uniforms, and food for bands during away games.
There's a huge umbrella out there for that. The way school budgets are set up, they have a lot of time limited funding to do what they need to do.
Camila Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
And we are your Eclipse Authority. On Saturday, October 14th, beginning at 9 a.m., we'll have coverage of the eclipse right here on KSAT. If you want to see more of our stories leading up to the eclipse, you can just scan the QR code on your screen. Caskey's making a lot of noise, but just scan the QR code and we'll see all the latest news.
He's busy preparing for the eclipse. Well, extremely dry weather, extremely wet weather, both can be big problems for your home's foundation. The soil under your house can act like a sponge. After the summer we just had, that soil dries out, it shrinks up, which could cause windows and doors in your home not to close properly. Then, of course, when the soil gets soaked, the soil swells up. It's a big reason why foundation repair expert Jade Owens with Baird Foundation says it's important to have proper drainage around your house.
If you don't have proper drainage around your home and gutters, it will actually wash out the soil around your home. So not only is the soil weak, but then it starts to get washed out as well. And so that's where you'll see voids underneath your home.
So you can add gutters if you don't already have them, or add soil grading against the house.
All right. Talk of the town was amazing weather. Told you before the show that I actually got woken up before my alarm because of the rain. Usually that's a bad thing, but it was a pleasant wake-up call.
It was a good way to start the day, and we don't get to say that often, Adam.
No, we don't. And I apologize for that noise earlier. I had to race across and I ran into this stool right here. because I had to go get the pinhole projector that Sarah made.
I want to make one of these.
They're really cool and they work great. So we've got instructions online, KSAT.com, but yeah, you can learn how to view the eclipse safely by not having to look directly at the sun. Little pinhole there, and you can actually really see, you can really see good definition. Pretty neat stuff. She did it on Wednesday with Science with Sarah, and you can get good instructions from her on our website. All right, let's talk about our headlines here. We had the rain, now we're waiting on the lower humidity and fall-like temperatures. The humidity drops tomorrow afternoon. We get a taste of fall this weekend. Savor that taste. It's going to be so sweet. After what we went through all summer and the record 100-degree days, record hottest summer. I mean, so many heat records. This weekend's going to be payoff. Actually, the coolest temperature since April 30th is on the way, and that's going to come Sunday morning. So look at our morning temperature trend. Still upper 60s tomorrow morning because the humidity's around. By Saturday morning, we're at 60, so that's going to feel nice. Sunday morning, we're down to 56 degrees, and that's the coolest we've been since April 30th. And then temperatures do rebound a bit, and we do spike back up well into the 60s for morning temperatures into next week. But just enjoy this weekend weather, focus on that while we have it. You look at the readings now, we're in the 70s, and actually this afternoon, the warmest we got was 77 degrees. That's where we currently are. And most of the state, mixture of 70s and 80s. The cooler air we're waiting on is still way behind that cold front up in the Northland here. We're talking Dakotas, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa. That's slowly working its way southward, and it's going to make it here by this weekend. So tomorrow, relatively warm when you're talking about a cold front, 86, but that's near average for this time of year. Saturday and Sunday will be down in the 70s for afternoon highs, and then next week, we rebound again back to 90 degrees for the middle of the week. But at least we have this weekend to look forward to, and the timing is just oh so nice, isn't it? And so is this. Let's look at the satellite and radar basically over the past 24 hours across the state. This is a long loop, but it's worth it. It's just such good eye candy here, watching all of that rain, good soaking rain across drought-stricken Texas, nearly 80% of Texas considered in drought, and then we get this good, slow-moving, heavy rainfall. Even locally here, that rain moved in before sunrise, may have woken you up, but it was a good alarm clock if you ask me. We go through the next 7 days. Unfortunately, the rain's not going to be here, not just in our area, but pretty much all of Texas is going to miss out on the rain over the next 7 days. So we're looking dry from here on out. Big old goose egg for rain chances over the next 7 days. So at least we got this. Obviously, we need more, but this is a start. Dew points are up, 60s to near 70. We're feeling that stickiness in the air, despite a north wind. North wind usually pulls in that drier, less humid air, and it will tomorrow. Let's go to our futurecast. Still very humid in the morning, dewy's in the 60s. Dew points then drop. By tomorrow at this time, the dew points are going to quickly fall off, and tomorrow evening is going to be refreshing with that lack of humidity in the air. And dew points are really going to bottom out down into the 40s this upcoming weekend. We haven't seen that dry of air in months around here. Temperature-wise, 67 in the morning. At sunrise, 78 at noon. By 5 o'clock, we're 86 degrees here in town. Cotulla, 86. Canyon Lake, 84. 84 in Converse, 86 in Lavernia. Hondo, you'll be 85. Low humidity, a little bit breezy on Saturday. A beautiful, comfortable weekend. Just expect a little extra cloud cover in the skies because of some Pacific moisture headed our way. But overall, comfortable. And coming up at 6:45, a look at the new drought monitor.
So tomorrow we get to hear you say the dewies are down.
The dewies are down.
Okay. Thanks, Adam.
Well, the rain was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Know what else is fun? Having Victor Wembanyama on the Spurs. And he's been getting acclimated with the city of San Antonio.
Yep.
And of course, his teammates.
Yeah, and it's fun to talk to some of his teammates that we haven't talked to probably since last season, just to get their thoughts on Wemby. Today we talked to Devontae Graham, and he pretty much throws out a phrase that all his other teammates have used. And UT and OU are getting ready to take over the Cotton Bowl for the annual Red River rivalry coming up. Wemby and the Spurs are now less than 3 weeks away from their regular season opener and home opener at the same time with the Dallas Mavericks on October 25th. Training camp has given us a chance to talk with some members of the Spurs for the first time since they drafted Wemby with the overall #1 draft pick back in June. Seventh-year guard Devontae Graham is certainly impressed with the things that Wemby can do on the court.
I was just like, this guy gonna be good. You know, once he gets settled in and, you know, put on a little bit of muscle, even without it, you know, he's still talented, skilled, can play inside out. He does some freakish things that you guys gonna see come season time. So, yeah.
He does some freakish things, is a common phrase used by players when it comes to describing Wemby's game. Texas and Oklahoma are getting ready for the annual Red River rivalry at the Cotton Bowl and their last one as members of the Big 12. The Sooners are 5-0 and ranked number 12 in the AP Top 25. The Horns are also 5-0 and ranked number 3 in the land. The winner of this game will get the inside track when it comes to the Big 12 championship, and the winner will also be thinking about the college football playoff. Now in his third season with the Horns, Coach Sark will look to improve to 2-1 in the Red River rivalry.
First of all, you know, I got done talking to the team about this. You know, what an honor it is to be part of this game and to be part of this rivalry. 119th time Texas and OU have played in the Red River rivalry. A lot of great players, a lot of great teams, a lot of great coaches, and you know, we don't take that lightly. You know, we definitely are grateful and thankful that we get to be part of this game. We're looking forward to the opportunity Saturday. I'll say that our team really had a nice week of practice. You know, I thought their preparation, their attention to detail, their focus was as good as I've been around them now in 3 years.
Oklahoma and Texas will kick off Saturday morning at 11 here on KSAT 12. Texas is favored by 5, and KSAT 12 Sports will be there.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys have their sights set on the San Francisco 49ers, who ended their playoff run last season in the second round. That loss really motivated QB1 Dak Prescott. So the Niners defense, one of the best, and they run a vision defense, which Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy often talks about. So a vision D plays in deep zone coverage and keeps everything in front with eyes on the quarterback. And the Niners, they're really good at doing it.
Yeah, I mean, patience is always important, but also you're dealing with the, you know, with the defensive front that's you know, really trained and believe they're keeping you on a time clock. So you know they're, you know, pretty much, and you can see the way the secondary is coordinated with the defensive front, because you know the way their their techniques align with the time clock that they believe that they're going to keep the offense in. So, you know, and that's why the game is always so fun and it's such a challenge. But yeah, it's when you talk about vision defense, you know, the ability to play with vision at a certain time clock is obviously tied to the pass rush.
And for the second straight day, star linebacker Micah Parsons was limited at practice with a knee issue. The Niners will host the Cowboys Sunday night at 7:20, and San Francisco is favored by 4.
Looking forward to that primetime matchup.
Yes.
The Niners have a great defense, but the boys got one too.
They do. They do. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Thanks for that, Larry.
Thank you, Larry. After the break here, Market Square, often lively, full of a lot of colorful fun. But the popular area is also full of history. Coming up, we're taking a look at the unique attraction that draws in locals and a whole lot of visitors.